Hello clanmates, my name is JC Wolsey, or if you'd prefer, the Rift Wolf. Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club, basically what I'm expecting to be fucking hentai. I'm not expecting anything less from this game. And if there isn't a scene where one of these girls gets wrapped up by a tentacle monster, then, you know, I'm... What? Come on! It's a little later now. I doubt we'll get to any horror points though, so...
If it is even a horror game.
Well, it says psychological horror. I don't know what that means. The lighting's probably awful, but it's done via my phone. So, who should we show it to next then? We're just carrying straight on from where we were before. We just had a little break to have something to eat.
Let's go with Sayori because she's meant to be like our best friend or something.
Yeah, okay. She did have a lot of bouncy bits in it towards the end of the setup, didn't she?
Yeah, we should see how it affects the characters. ... This is a good poem, Shirala. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. Also, Angel says she might have forgotten the voices that she's done already.
Sorry.
It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Okay, alright, whatever.
Yay!
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room.
Don't.
Well, of course. I think she's a little bit dense. I think Sayori's a little bit,
Well, she's girl next door, isn't she? So.
Yeah. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Shirala. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Woo!
Now you read my
Now you'll read my poem too, right? Fireworks!
Please no!
There is. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about... No! Don't make noise! Shit. Alarms only, okay? Don't make fucking noise. Shush you. We'll see about that. Oh, wow.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
I like that last bit. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It just sounds just like you. What, a little bit dense?
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line. I want breakfast.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
That actually hurt. Yeah.
But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Save Monica for last, I think.
Yeah, because she's the club leader. Da da da. Oh, sorry. I start speaking.
Oh my god.
I love that we can hear fireworks.
I hope they're not coming through too badly on the audio. It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad.
No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry!
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we haven't gotten anywhere. Might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanour totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though.
Biased? How?
Oh, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologising to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, I think that's supposed to be which in itself is kind of funny.
Yeah.
They just missed a word. It's probably a direct translation or some shit. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Oh, the
God,
writing's
curly
a
as
bit
shit.
hard. Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. That's quite pretty.
Yeah. ...
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
It's like she's looking through this camera, isn't she?
It's like, how do you read this?
I carry that.
What?
Is this ancient hieroglyphic scriptures? What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Huh? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Shirella.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. Wow, she is kind of depressing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you. And then it's only
Oh, we'll have to
Look at
think
all
about
this
this one.
choice.
We'll have to just have a nice think and a chat. Who should we show it to next?
Monica or Monica or
Maybe Monica, I think.
Monica?
Fuck's sake.
Hi, Shirella. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. Ow.
Pardon me.
By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled. What are you creeping over there for?
Anyway, because it's awkward and I can't move any closer anyway without my arm being hit by the chair.
Oops.
Rip lighting. Want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Shirella. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
like it, Shirella.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something that Natsuki would write.
Exactly what I was aiming for.
And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein?
Is that a Silver Frankenstein?
Didn't!
Maybe a long time ago.
He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody.
I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that?
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
I think I think it is, considering that seems to be what this game is at the moment.
Doki Doki!
Doki Doki mod?
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. I was gonna say, she can't be bad, she's the president.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Steam going away.
Well, that's cause I have to sound confident.
Wait, hang on, sorry, that's what Steam's telling me.
What? Ow.
It's not plugged in. Sorry, a little unprofessional in this episode.
That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in wall, it couldn't have been me. See, the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbour, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know, I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright, it was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realise now that I wasn't looking in. You have to scroll it down.
Yeah,
She's got a long poem. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that, a demon. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. That makes no sense to me.
It's because they're exact opposites. What's this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk. Oh, shit. With one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute.
Uh-oh.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. Huh! If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Shirella did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Shirella liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh shit.
Oh! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Shirella appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Grrr. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Shirella started showing up. I knew these two wouldn't get along because they're exact opposites, because she's really like shy but depressed. Like, she keeps to herself a lot, but she's really shy and like she likes really cute things, but she doesn't really share that. And then they clash. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you!
They're both shouting at her.
I can't. I don't like fighting, guys.
Uh-oh.
She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? That meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Shirella. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Shirella? Help? Well...
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of... Alright, well... Just help me, Sayori! So, well...
I would go with the help me option.
Well, considering we're trying to go for Natsuki...
It's either gain approval, or... leave
I think
it.
the better option is to
You'll lose approval with Yuri, but that's okay.
Well, yeah, but I'm not going for Yuri.
Because you're romancing Natsuki, so
yeah.
go with Natsuki.
Yuri, you're really talented.
Oh,
But Natsuki has a point. I think that I racked my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that.
yeah,
It did.
it did, didn't it? Aha! Shows how much you know. That's not...
Natsuki, I think that's enough.
Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me.
Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. To hold her head in place, otherwise it might flow it off. She might nod it off. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise.
Thanks for noticing.
She finally mutters that barely audible. Yuri. Yuri looks at me dejectedly, with a face that I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either.
Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, Shirella.
Like she's emphasizing.
I know. Sheesh.
Natsuki takes a breath.
The thing about,
Natsuki glances around the room.
help.
But everyone stops staring at. Sorry, I couldn't resist that one. Just go.
Would everyone stop staring at me?
And surprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she posted. Sayori and Monica look away.
Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all.
Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone.
Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri.
Sayori.
Oh, go make some tea. I was just trying to help.
I'm sure she appreciates it, Sayori.
Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, Shirella. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to.
So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere.
No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home. So we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. Huh? About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun.
Oh, of course she says that.
Woohoo! Fun!
Free hugs! Free hugs!
Free hugs! Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori.
In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Shirella, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing.
No! No!
What is this madness?
I want to do another 20-word bullshit.
And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. You gain approval with
I
it.
think to myself, what a wonderful world. I did learn a little about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress.
There you go.
I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Shirella! Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. Why? It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Hey, my drink. Sorry. Hashtag not sponsored. Excuse me?
I got it for you.
Did I say you realised?
No.
Read the damn book.
What book? That's yours.
No, stop. Go away. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Shirella, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay!
Yeah. Let's do this. No! Not this shit again! Oh, for fuck's sake.
Rose or Memories works for her.
No, that was Sayori.
Nah.
Oh, crap! I forgot to save before starting this shit.
Rip.
Fuck.
No.
I'll save it now because there's only one thing, so I'll save it over that. What the fuck? Did they change? Valentine was hers, wasn't it? Yeah.
Fluffy like cupcakes. Strawberry.
Yeah, that was one. Sunset was Sayori, wasn't it?
I think so.
Vivacious.
That was Sayori again, but
Charm?
I would say so.
Oh, Sayori. Fuck's
Never
sake.
mind.
Bunny was her,
Bunny!
wasn't it?
Hop, hop, hop!
Yeah. Kawaii!
She did just forgive, what's her face?
No, I knew that was going to be
I don't
Sayori,
know.
but...
It's difficult for some of them.
Marshmallow?
Marshmallow!
Yeah, that was her. Was Peace hers? Can't remember now. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you went fantasy last time.
Yeah, that works. Adventure, maybe? No, that'll be Sayori, won't it? Seems like... Let's try it.
Fantasy.
No, yeah, that's...
Jumpy, was it? Or...
I don't think we tried jumping.
Yay! Marriage was...
Marriage was Sayori.
Sayori's.
Beauty will be
Hers,
Yuri.
yeah. Jump!
Candy, because she likes
Yeah.
sweets. Kitty?
Yep.
Anything that's cute or sweet.
Boop!
I see boop, I have to put boop. Yay, it works for her as well!
Parfait! Parfait!
Oh, that was obviously going to be her. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Shirella!
Yo, fucking,
Sup?
Sup,
Peace,
bro.
man!
Yo, Sayori, I'm stoned, right? I'm stoned. I'm not gonna, like I said last time, I'm not gonna have an arm. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. that's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Oh, it's you.
Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
That was a little bit mean. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Yori? Oh. She's
Why
never
is
got any
that all
money.
of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously receives her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. And she turns it upside down, lets its contents spill out on his desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
Ulterior motive. That's not fair. How did you
She's
even
got his
know?
face going up. It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that leaves the one option.
Oh, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh?
Oh, sorry.
I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in a book as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Charlotte to let me borrow some money.
Oh my god.
That's, don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got so absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. Sorry, I can't seem to get Sayori's voice right. I'm like tipping between two. That's, there's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
That, still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there?
High school DxD. Don't let her fool you. Sorry, I keep... Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori.
Plop. Yeah.
Out of nowhere, something
Yeah.
smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
It's Natsuki.
Cuddly.
Ow! What was? A
cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle?
No, Natsuki just threw it at your face.
Yeah. It's because I prayed my restitution.
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you! I'm so happy!
Sayori hugs the cookie!
Yay!
Jeez, just eat it. Don't fuck it. Oh shit, I forgot to read that.
So good!
So good. That's what it is.
Nom nom nom.
Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over it. Has it got chilies in it? Please tell me it has.
You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
You're so really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Chocolate. Yeah. Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Yeah?
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Ah, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite.
Yeah, I knew that
shit.
was an ulterior motive. Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Eh?
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room.
Ugh! Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me?
I knew she'd take offense to that one. Suddenly, the door swings open.
Sorry. I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all! Yay! You're so strong-willed! But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music at all, Monica.
As well.
Oh, as well, Monica. I don't really. I kinda just started recently. Nah, she's hiding something. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. That's,
Monica looks at me.
maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool!
Oh.
Sorry. It's 'cause it's got my name, so I'm just used to reading it.
I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Shirella.
Oh, everything just changed there. My eyes went...
Blech.
Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
Apart from Sayori stealing a cookie, no.
And being hit in the face with a cookie.
And trying to steal my money. No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I didn't. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki's disappeared into the closet. Oh, please, yeah. It's not long before Natsuki comes up to me expectantly. Yeah. Don't worry, I kept my promise. I pull the first volume of Parfait Girls out from my bag. Natsuki takes it from her hands and quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Yeah, of course she did. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know.
I just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give people my manga every day, you know.
That's true. I don't blame you.
Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay?
Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow.
So you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forget.
The chapter ended when Minori and Alice found...
Monica!
Natsuki's voice resonates out from inside the closet. Eh? I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined on the top shelf.
Did you move my manga again? Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet. So I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little bit. It's all still there, I just had to organize it a bit.
No.
Ugh!
The top shelf is far above Natsuki's. Yeah, she's too short. She makes a futile hop trying to figure out how to reach her manga.
Jeez. This is so inconvenient. I'm moving these all back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. And besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on the top shelf?
Natsuki, yeah, she's totally not just annoyed that she's too short to reach them on the top shelf, isn't she? Is she? There's a stool on the wall there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can... No, you can't.
She's gonna fall on you.
Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something? Yeah, she's just...
You think I'm too short or something?
I mean...
I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me.
Oh, God.
Rip.
Natsuki hops on the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design.
Ah!
Careful!
I know what I'm doing.
Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki's being stubborn as usual. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoop one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf.
See? Yeah!
The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles.
Ah!
Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly.
There!
Having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Jeez. No need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that.
Don't say that.
I can reach them, so just... I
said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay?
Ugh.
I'm gonna get a chair. Just hang on.
Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet.
Let's see.
The classroom chairs have the desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit in the closet.
Aha!
Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair. Oh no. She rolls it on its wheels back over to the closet. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls. Yeah. We've all tried to stand on a swivelly chair. We all know how that's actually going to go. And holy shit, we've nearly been recording an hour again.
That's alright. We need a stopping part soon then.
But I've already learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut. It's ush. What the fuck does ush mean?
Usha!
Natsuki climbs onto the chair, then slowly balances onto her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. Oh.
Aha! There we go.
She's gonna fall.
See, I can easily do it now.
Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below. I'm a little hesitant to press the next frame. Here comes her falling. The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf.
What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing?
Who was it that told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see her first get.
Yeah,
I'm worried that they're actually going to show that.
It's not Honey Pop.
We don't know yet. We don't know yet.
You'll have to censor it.
I forced myself to turn away.
It's on Steam, so it'll be censored anyway.
Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes I'll be dead. Natsuki wraps her arms around the Parfait Girls box set, easily the largest one on the shelf.
Oh, heavy. Hey, Shirella. I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry up and take this one.
But then I'll have to let go of the chair.
That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up.
Alright. Let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip from the... She's going to just fall immediately, isn't she?
What do you mean, stand up?
Natsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Natsuki looks like she just realised something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box.
What are you looking at? You're trying to look up my...
Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not. I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box.
You perv! You set me up! Go away! Get out!
But...
I'll do it myself! Ah!
The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki!
Yeah!
What's she, a Pokemon now? The scene turns to chaos in a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands and the books go flying. I got you.
Crash.
Yeah, there it is. The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight on my chest. My right arm and back seriously felt the impact. Oh, she's all roughed up now. Slowly, Natsuki comes to her senses. She presses her arm straight into me to prop herself up. Oh, she's going to go all shy now, isn't she? You're not in camera frame, by the way. Natsuki seems to realise that it's not the floor that's beneath her.
Gross!
Gak! A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet.
What were you thinking? You sicko. Everything okay over there? I heard a loud noise.
Monica suddenly peers in.
Monica! See what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Yep. Jeez. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Sorry. Oh, and one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert. So I hope you're happy.
I didn't... Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. I didn't do anything, I swear.
I know. Don't worry.
Monica says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook.
Oh no. My...
Eh? I look down. Natsuki's kneeling on the floor, holding up one of the books that are scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease along the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. Oh dear. It must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly she gives up and slams the book shut, then throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Aww. Natsuki, are you...
No!
Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. I'll help you get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down.
No. I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day today.
Natsuki sobs again.
I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to.
It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head.
Just every day is so hard. I just want to come to the club and...
Natsuki falls silent again.
She's obviously got like home issues or something.
I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright, well I'll help clean this up. And I'll move the rest of your manga for you. I pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This'll help cheer you up a bit, right? We can get started on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers.
You're really nice to me.
Eh? That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I could do. The next couple of minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into a box in their correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of the books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze.
Thanks.
It's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume I set side rather, in her hands. Alright, I'm ready.
Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway.
Yeah, she seems that type.
You're taking responsibility for what you said. The thing about cheering me up.
If you insist. We're going to get that cutesy scene in. Sit in the same spot as last time and I open the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle, repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has a good taste after all. After some time, Monica gets her attention as usual and it's time to share poems again. Guess I'll be holding on to this for now.
Yep. Even you sound more enthusiastic this time.
Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know?
Yeah. Told you.
Yeah. I return to my seat and slip the book into my bag. Oh, where is she? There she is. Yeah, let's have a look at them then.
And then we'll stop after this one. I think I'm getting tired.
Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back to the poem. By now she must have read it more than once. Oh, she's all blushing, look. Is it that bad?
No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. Ugh, this wasn't supposed to happen at all.
We're gonna do this again.
Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around.
Oh. You're trying to impress me?
Obviously. You think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine?
She's super
Give me a
sweet.
break.
Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you?
I'll tell you,
She just realised what I said. Natsuki's face freezes like she's just realised something. Yeah, she's just noticed what it said.
You're trying to impress me?
Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor.
I have to use the bathroom.
Red-faced Natsuki quickly walks out of the room.
Hey, Shirella. Did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you?
No! I just told her that my voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I can tell Monika I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monika sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She reads through it, her smile not fading from her face.
I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you?
I mean, not really.
In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day too? I'm surprised you know her taste is so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Shirella?
Cheating? What do you mean by that?
Never mind, I'm just kidding.
I didn't understand Monika's joke at all.
Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something for you to think about. Hey!
She snatched the poem away. Neither of us had noticed her re-enter the classroom.
Did you read this, Monika? Of course, I liked it. Urgh. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. You have a bad habit of doing that. Eh? But Shirella wrote this poem, and we're supposed to share with everyone, right? Ugh.
Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot my poem is technically for everyone to read.
Okay, well, I think Shirella is done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone would want to read this anyway.
Oh, she's kidding.
In fact, I'm just going to hold on to this. If you insist.
I think that's actually going to cut off the rest of the options, isn't it?
What? What are you looking at me like that? Like what? Ugh. Never mind.
Natsuki, I'll give you the poem, but that's still not very fair to Sayori. She hasn't gotten to read it yet.
So what? Well, I guess Shirella is right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. Fine.
Natsuki returns my poem.
It's not like she's going to like it, though. Anyway, read my poem now. No, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy.
Oh god, it's a lot longer this time.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favourite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. That seems a bit aimed at Yuri, doesn't it? Because they're in a fight right now.
Yeah, a little bit.
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem.
I don't like spiders.
I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Yeah, it definitely aimed at Yuri.
Yeah.
Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Do you know people like that?
Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too.
You know, I'm glad that you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about that yesterday, but I've been enjoying sharing my writing with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay?
Well, thanks for being honest.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez. Just look forward to tomorrow too, okay?
Alright, I will. Oh, so it has skipped, what was she called? Monica, because obviously she came in the middle of that one. We might as well finish it off. See if one of these does. Let's just finish this area off and then we'll leave it off.
I'm getting tired of doing the voices though.
Well, we'll do some more tomorrow maybe. Let's go see Yuri next, I think.
Okay.
See how she's feeling.
Are you still mad at me?
Hey?
For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday. Because reading this poem, now I know why you got mad at me. Because you prefer her writing over mine.
That's not really true.
Meaning, when I disrespected her, I disrespected you too, didn't I? Oh no.
Yuri, you might be reading into this a little too much.
How could I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. Whenever I think before I speak, I just come off as awkward and unlikable. But if I speak without thinking, the things I want to keep inside come out and make people hate me. So please, don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monica wants, but it's not fair for you when you could be enjoying your time with Natsuki and Sayori.
Yuri.
Please. It makes it easier for me if you don't express any concern. Besides, I have my books with me. That's all I need.
Yuri smiles sadly and puts her head down on her desk. I'm frustrated. I don't hate her, but it's as if she's not capable of listening to me over her own thoughts. I sigh to myself. All I can do is accept that that's how she is. If she wants to be left alone, then I have no other choice but to abide that request.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's. I'm guessing that would happen if we'd done it the other way around and gone for you're aimed at Yuri with it. It would have been Natsuki.
It's like he's cut off your friendship with her, so now it's on an awkward level again.
Yeah. So I was reading it.
Ooh, I like this one, Shirella. It has nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Oh, sorry.
Does that mean it's better than yesterday's?
Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both.
That's not very helpful, you know.
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But That's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while.
Hers will be about food again.
If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Of course you'd think of that word. Yeah! I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
So that's everything.
Happy and sad. Oh,
No, yes.
sorry.
I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug.
This is so you.
Aww. And make a nice happy rainbow. Rainbows!
Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Shirella. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Oh shit, it's another long one.
Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar.
First fucking line.
It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day.
Oh.
Oh. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the rocks. Oh, nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like the time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them out.
Pull them from the shelf.
Pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head.
Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
Oh god.
Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Sayori, who's been colouring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best shot. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with the others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden! Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no! Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see.
Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is the... Oh, that's you, sorry.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem.
Monica begins reciting her poem. I was going to say, I don't think they'll actually go through them all. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the whole world to life. Is this something she's done before, or simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Why not? Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri actually anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. I'm starting to lose my voice now.
I just want to get to the end of this day, because then we can do like one day per episode. This episode is so long. Yuri, it looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
We noticed. Sayori!
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. Pause. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone than I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Shirella liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Eh? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay! Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Shirella. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Shirella lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki.
It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much.
Just one second.
I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
This poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, this poem is called Jump.
That's what we've been seeing it. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
Oh, shit. Double tapped it by accident.
I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy.
Yeah, no problem. This has got to be the last bit of it.
Okay, everyone. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this.
Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Shirella, you don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori?
Sorry, I was spacing out.
Ah, no wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to,
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So let's just say that one day Natsuki asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... Oh shit. The thing is, she will tell her. She will probably tell her what we've said. I'm kind of wondering whether Natsuki's asked her to ask that. I mean, we are going for, like, Natsuki, so I guess...
You'd make Sayori sad though.
I know, but I don't know how this is, like, because I'm fairly sure that she will tell her what we say.
Well then, go with what you want to go with. I'm just saying you'll make her sad.
I know, but...
Well, say whatever. Just do eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
I'm just gonna...
Just click it already.
Walking home with Natsuki hurt. Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, I think I would be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turned her down.
Isn't she so cute and fun to be around?
That has nothing to do with what I just said.
You admitted it!
Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen.
Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know?
Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now.
Sorry.
Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you.
If you say so.
The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. Okay, I think, yes, right. Okay, so we're at the end of this now. Let's save that. As you can see, Angel's getting a bit tired and worn out. So, yeah, it's good so far. I'm sorry this episode ran on a lot longer than I thought. I didn't realise that this day was going to be a lot longer than the last one. Obviously, we stopped just before the end of the last day. So, I won't drag the outro out anymore. So, Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed and you want to see more of this video, then like and leave a comment down below. And if you want to see more videos from me, then subscribe to join the clan and ring that bell so you never miss a video. Thank you and goodbye. She's still adorable.